Did you know some people shower daily, wear fresh clothes, even use expensive cologne, and still their loved ones quietly step back when they come close? They don't always notice, maybe just like you didn't. A grandchild hesitates to hug, a son opens the window just for air, a full embrace becomes a gentle pat. No one says anything, but deep down, you feel it, they're pulling away. And then one day someone blurts it out, "Grandma, you smell weird." Or worse, no one says a word. They just stop showing up. But what did you do wrong? You're clean, you take care of yourself, you haven't changed. The truth is, your body has changed silently, and no one ever taught you how to care for it differently. This video isn't just about old person smell. We're here to walk you through why this odor shows up. Even if you bathe daily, 3 areas of the body, most people forget to clean properly. Simple daily habits that make your body feel fresh from the inside out, and most importantly, how to slowly bring back closeness, calmness, and confidence. Because this isn't really about odor, it's about feeling pushed away and never told why. And this is your chance to change that story, to be someone others want to be close to again, and someone you want to be close to too. Let's start with something few people talk about, but almost everyone has felt, that quiet distance that begins with just a scent. Have you ever felt someone slowly step back when you got close, or seen a window crack open right after you entered the room? It's subtle, but it hurts. Many older adults experience this quiet distancing, but they don't always know why. They shower, they use perfume, they clean their homes, and yet their family members hesitate to hug, their grandchildren don't sit on their laps, and their daughter-in-law just needs fresh air. Here's the truth. 99% of people over 60 develop a distinct body odor that others notice, but they don't. Not because they're careless, but because the body changes in ways most of us were never told about. Dr. Henry Thompson, a 77-year-old geriatric specialist who's worked with over 10,000 patients, says it best. It's not your fault, it's your biology. But biology can create barriers, emotional ones. Let me tell you about Nancy Miller, age 68. She lived cleanly, bathed daily, and wore floral body spray every morning. One afternoon, she reached out to hug her granddaughter, and the little girl wrinkled her nose. "Mom says you have a weird smell," she said innocently. Nancy smiled on the outside, but that night, she pulled a blanket over her head and cried. "I didn't know I smelled," she whispered to herself. Why didn't anyone tell me? Moments like that can leave scars, not visible ones, but emotional ones, and over time, they create a gap between you and the people you love most. Here's the worst part. Most families won't tell you. They're afraid of hurting your feelings. So they open windows, use polite excuses, and you're left wondering why you feel less welcome. But there's good news. This kind of distance isn't permanent. It's not about who you are. It's about something you can change. And today, we're going to walk through how. In the next few minutes, we'll reveal why this odor happens, even if you bathe daily, where exactly it comes from, it's not where you think, and the 3 simple habits that have helped thousands of older adults get back their closeness, confidence, and comfort. Because this is not just about smell, it's about dignity. It's about being held, not avoided. And it's about being remembered, not for a scent, but for your presence. So stay with us, because when we reach the root cause, we also open the door to healing the distance. Now let's get to the root of it all. Because the smell you didn't notice, your body's been trying to explain it, silently, for years. Let's get to the truth. It's not about being dirty, it's not about skipping showers, and it's certainly not about your character. The reason many older adults develop a distinct body odor is deeply biological, and no one really talks about it. As we age, our bodies change. That's expected. But what most people don't realize is how these natural changes affect the way we smell, even if we clean ourselves daily. Dr. Henry Thompson says that there are 3 key shifts that happen in the body after age 60, and together, they create the scent others notice before you do. 1. You sweat less, and that's not a good thing. Most people think sweat causes odor, but here's the surprise. Sweat actually helps clean your body. In your younger years, you might sweat a quart or more a day. By the time you're in your 60s or 70s, that number can drop by more than half. What does that mean? Toxins and waste that used to exit through sweat now stay on the skin. They sit in pores, they feed bacteria, and bacteria, they smell. Frank, 73, said, I thought sweating less was good, but my doctor told me that without it, all the junk builds up. No wonder my shirts smell. 2. Your skin oil changes, and it produces 2-nonenal. This is the big one. As we get older, our sebum, the oily substance our skin naturally produces, changes its chemical makeup. Around age 50, levels of a compound called 2-nonenal start to rise. It's an oxidized fatty acid, and it smells like stale grease mixed with grass or cardboard. Younger people barely produce it. Older adults produce much more, especially on the neck, back, and behind the ears. It's not harmful, but it is noticeable. Margaret, 69, said, I didn't understand why people avoided hugging me until my daughter told me, gently, that something had changed. She wasn't wrong. 3. Your mouth dries and bacteria moves in. Saliva does more than help you chew. It's your body's first defense against bacteria. After age 60, saliva production drops up to 50%. That leads to dry mouth, bad breath, and an imbalance in your oral bacteria. Even if you brush your teeth, bacteria on the tongue and cheeks continue to thrive. Linda, 71, shared, I started standing back during conversations because I could smell my own breath. I felt embarrassed, even around family. So you see, it's not your fault. It's your body adapting with age. But just because it's natural doesn't mean you have to live with it. In the next part, we'll show you 3 daily habits, simple, natural, and backed by science, that can clean from the inside out, reduce odor, and help you feel like yourself again. Because dignity smells like confidence, and confidence begins with understanding. So what can you do about it? Starting today. Not with harsh chemicals, but with 3 small, gentle habits that quietly change everything. If you've made it this far, you're probably wondering, okay, I understand where the smell comes from, but what can I actually do about it? Let's be clear, you don't need expensive sprays, you don't need harsh soaps, and you definitely don't need to hide. All you need are 3 simple, natural habits. They cost nothing. They're gentle on your body, and they've helped thousands of older adults feel fresh, connected, and confident again. Habit number 1. Drink 6 glasses of warm water a day. Water is not just for thirst. It's your body's built-in cleaning crew. Warm water, especially in the morning, helps flush out toxins, supports digestion, and keeps your skin hydrated from the inside out. Margaret, 72, shared, I used to drink only coffee in the morning, but when I started having a warm glass of water first, my skin improved, and even my granddaughter said, Grandma, you smell nice today. I almost cried. Here's a simple routine. 1 glass after waking up, 1 before lunch, 1 after lunch, 1 around 3 p.m., 1 before dinner, 1 before bed. If you drink coffee or tea, add 1 extra glass of water to balance it out. Remember, coffee dehydrates, and dehydration worsens odor. Habit number 2. Walk 20 minutes in gentle sunlight. This isn't about exercise. It's about circulation, light sweating, and sunshine. When you walk slowly in natural sunlight, especially before 10 a.m. or after 4 p.m., you activate gentle sweat, release stored toxins, and help your skin breathe. Sunlight also kills surface bacteria on the skin and boosts your mood. Fred, 75, told us, my knees hurt, so I thought I couldn't move much. But my doctor said, try just 10 minutes in the morning. Now I walk around the garden each day. It changed how I feel and how I smell. Even a slow stroll with deep breathing makes a difference. Habit number 3, shower. Daily with warm water. Not hot water strips your skin's natural oils. That can make odor worse. Instead, use warm water, 100 to 104 degrees, and a mild soap. Avoid overly scented products. They mask the smell without fixing it. And once a week, try a 20-minute soak in a warm bath. This opens pores, loosens deep grime, and refreshes the skin completely. Linda, 70, said, I was afraid to shower daily in winter, but once I switched to warm, not hot water and added gentle scrubbing, the smell faded. I feel clean, not just washed. After showering, pat dry and moisturize. Dry skin flakes more, and flakes carry odor. These 3 habits may sound simple, but when done daily, they transform how your body smells and how people treat you. In the next part, we'll uncover the secret most people miss, even if they do everything above. It's the 3 specific spots on your body that quietly trap odor, and we'll show you exactly how to clean them. You've come this far. Let's go even deeper. But even with better habits, the odor might linger. Why? Because most people miss the three spots that hold on to 90% of the problem. So you've started drinking warm water, you're moving your body, you're showering gently and daily. That's a powerful start. But if you're still catching whiffs of that old person smell, or you notice others still keeping their distance, there's one more truth you need to hear. You might be missing the most important spots on your body. Even people who shower every day often forget to scrub the places that trap the most bacteria, oil, and sweat. These aren't just optional areas, they're 90% of the problem. Let's talk about them one by one. Spot number one, skin folds and creases. These are the areas where your skin touches itself. Under your arms, around your neck and ears, under your breasts, around your belly button, behind your knees, in your groin area, around your elbows. They're warm, they're dark, and they're perfect places for bacteria to grow. Here's the thing, most seniors clean over these areas, not into them. You need to gently scrub inside these folds, not just glide over them. Susan, 66, told us, I always thought I was clean, but Dr. Henry showed me how to gently scrub behind my ears and under my breasts. The difference? My grandkids started hugging me again. Use a soft cloth or loofah. Warm water. No rough scrubbing. You don't want to damage the skin. Just daily, gentle attention. Spot number two, hairy areas, especially the scalp. Hair traps sweat, oil, and odor more than bare skin. But many people, especially men, don't wash their scalp properly. You shampoo, but do you massage the scalp? Do you reach the back of your head, the nape of your neck? Tom, 62, said, my doctor told me, your scalp is like a sponge. It holds on to odor if you don't clean it right. So now I massage every time. It's simple, but it works. And if you have chest hair or belly hair, soap it up, rinse it well, dry it fully. Odor clings to damp, unwashed hair. Spot number three, feet, toes, and palms. Your feet contain over 250,000 sweat glands. Your palms have nearly as many. Even if they don't smell right after a shower, they will after being in socks and shoes all day. Between the toes, especially, is a bacteria hotspot. John, 68, said, I used to take my socks off and feel embarrassed, even alone. But once I started scrubbing between my toes and drying them well, no more stink. And my daughter-in-law stopped spraying air freshener. Here's how to do it. Wash feet daily. Scrub gently between toes. Dry completely. Use cotton socks. Rotate shoes to allow them to air out. Your hands and palms can also carry odor, especially if you sweat during sleep. Wash them with intention. Moisturize after. These three areas are where smell hides, quietly, stubbornly, and often without your knowledge. But once you care for them daily, your body transforms. In the next section, we'll look at how what you eat also plays a powerful role in how you smell and how you feel. Because your plate might be the missing piece of your scent. Let's shift the focus from what's outside to what's inside, because your scent doesn't just come from your skin, it comes from your plate. Let's shift our focus now from what you do outside your body to what you put inside it, because the food you eat isn't just fuel, it's chemistry, and chemistry becomes scent. Truth number one, antioxidants clean you from the inside out. Aging is an oxidation process. The more oxidative stress in your body, the more odor your skin releases through sweat, sebum, and even breath. Antioxidants fight oxidation, they slow aging, and they clean your body from the inside. Here are foods packed with antioxidants. Tomatoes, apples, blueberries, buckwheat, brown rice, red cabbage, grapes. Paul, 79, told us, my doctor said, eat an apple and tomato a day for 2 months. I thought it was silly. But guess what? One morning, my granddaughter hugged me and said, Grandpa, you smell nice today. I almost cried. Truth number two, garlic isn't the enemy, it's a secret weapon. We often blame garlic for bad breath, but when digested properly, garlic helps the body fight bacteria and reduce internal odor. It contains allicin, a compound that kills bacteria, neutralizes internal toxins, supports the liver, your detox powerhouse. Tip, eat 1 to 2 cloves a day, cooked or raw, if tolerated. Margaret, 73, said, I always avoided garlic for social reasons. Now, I embrace it, and even my skin feels different. Truth number three, water-rich produce flushes out the funk. Watermelon, cucumbers, celery, pears, and tomatoes aren't just refreshing. They increase urination, which helps remove waste faster, leaving less for your skin to push out as odor. Nancy, 68, said, I started eating half a cucumber and 1 tomato daily. After a month, my neighbors said my house smells fresher. I didn't even change the air freshener. If chewing is difficult, try blending these into a daily smoothie. Truth number 4, fiber prevents toxin backup. Constipation is more than a discomfort. It causes waste to sit in the intestines, releasing toxins back into the bloodstream and out through your skin. Add oats in the morning, brown rice at lunch, leafy greens and legumes at dinner. Margaret Evans, 77, said, I had lifelong constipation, but once I started brown rice in the morning and soup in the evening, my digestion improved, and unexpectedly, so did my body odor. Eating well isn't just about looking good. It's about feeling light, clean, and confident. And it's one more way you can take back control over how you're perceived and how you feel. Next, we'll look at something people forget far too often, how your clothes and environment can undo all your hard work. Because no matter how clean your body is, if your pillow or shirt holds yesterday's scent, the cycle continues. Even after cleaning your body, the smell might stay. Why? Because your clothes, your sheets, even your pillow might be whispering yesterday's scent back to the room. You shower, you scrub the right spots, you even eat cleaner, but there's still something, a lingering smell, a sense that someone notices, even if they're too kind to say it. Here's a truth that surprises many people. It might not be your body anymore. It might be your clothes. Old clothes hold on to old odors. Fabrics, especially cotton and synthetic blends, absorb sebum, sweat, skin flakes, and bacteria over time. Even if you wash regularly, some materials cling to odor deep in the fibers. And if you're wearing clothes 2 or 3 times between washes, you're putting a clean body into a smelly memory. Robert, 72, said, I used to wear the same shirt for 2 or 3 days. I didn't see the problem until my grandson said, Grandpa, you always smell like the closet. That got me. Now he changes daily, and his grandson doesn't flinch when hugging him. Laundry frequency matters more than detergent. Forget the fancy soaps for now. Focus on washing these items often. Underwear, daily shirts, especially collars and underarms, daily pants or shorts every 2 uses, pajamas every 2 to 3 days, socks daily. And this may surprise you. Sheets and pillowcases, weekly. Pillowcases alone, every 3 to 4 days. Pillows and blankets, replace every 1-2 years. Linda, 75, shared, I used to wash my sheets once a month. My doctor said, try weekly. The difference in how my room smelled was instant, and I slept better. Let your clothes and rooms breathe. Wearing the same shoes every day, they trap moisture and odor. Rotate shoes every other day. Sprinkle baking soda inside overnight. Let them air out. And your room? Open windows at least 10 minutes, morning and evening, even in cold weather. Fresh air breaks the cycle of recycled scent. Fred, 71, said, I hated opening the window in winter, but I started doing it anyway. My daughter-in-law stopped opening windows behind me. Bonus, dry completely, always. After laundry or a shower, dry everything fully. Damp fabrics grow bacteria, and bacteria smells. If possible, sun-dry clothes and sheets. The sun is a natural bacteria killer, and it leaves fabrics feeling fresh inside and out. These small habits don't require fancy machines or expensive sprays. Just awareness, just consistency. You've cleaned your body. Now let your environment match your effort. In the next section, we'll bring it all together with the emotional impact of being seen, held, and loved again. Because odor isn't just about scent, it's about how the world meets you. Let's pause, not to clean, not to scrub, but to feel. Because maybe this was never just about smell. Maybe it's about a quiet sadness you never spoke of until now. Let's pause here, not to wash, not to scrub, but to feel. Because after everything we've shared, from sweat to sebum, food to fabrics, we must ask a deeper question. What if this isn't just about smell? What if it's about something quieter but heavier? When someone steps away just a little too quickly, when a loved one keeps the window cracked open, when a hug turns into a pat on the back, you feel it, even if no one says it. You smile on the outside, but something inside you whispers, maybe I shouldn't get too close. Maybe I'm the reason they're uncomfortable. Maybe I should just stay in my room. That kind of thinking doesn't come from nowhere. It builds, moment by moment, until you stop reaching out for connection because you're afraid of rejection. James, 75, told us a story that hits deep. My grandson used to sit in my lap every weekend. Then one day he said, "You smell funny, Grandpa." I never asked him to sit with me again. It broke something inside me, quietly. That was 6 months ago. Now, James changed a few small things: his hygiene, his laundry, his food. And last week, his grandson ran up, sat on his lap, and said, "Grandpa, you smell like sunshine." James looked at us and smiled. That moment gave me back something I didn't know I had lost. This isn't about being clean. You've always been clean. This is about being close again. It's about feeling safe to love and be loved. It's about getting rid of the smell so you can stop protecting yourself and start being yourself. Because at some point, when people stepped back, you stepped back too. And now it's time to step forward again. And here's something even more beautiful. If you meet someone else, a friend, a neighbor, a partner, who is quietly carrying this same sadness, you can be the one to reach out first. You don't need to fix them. Just share what you did. This is how I started taking care of myself again. And somehow, people started coming closer. Because how you love yourself teaches others how to love you. And that's a lesson no one is ever too old to learn. In the final part of this journey, we'll bring it all together. A soft, honest reminder of everything you've reclaimed. Not just fresher skin, but a lighter heart. You're almost there, and we're walking beside you. This video isn't just about body odor. It's about something far more human. The quiet pain of being avoided. The hesitation in someone's hug. The sinking feeling when a loved one opens the window after you sit down. We're not here to sell you fancy products. We're here to share something much simpler. The power of small daily choices. Warm water in the morning. A gentle walk in the sun. Washing the right places. Eating the right foods. Letting your body and your self-worth breathe again. Because here's the truth. The way you care for yourself quietly teaches others how to care for you. If you've ever felt a distance you couldn't explain, if you've ever missed the closeness you used to have, this video might give you a way back. You're not just changing how you smell. You're reclaiming how it feels to be close to someone again. And that's a kind of healing that goes beyond soap and water. If you're still here, still listening, then you didn't just watch a video about body odor. You walked through something deeper. Because the real question isn't, how do I stop smelling bad? But rather, how can I become someone whose natural scent feels so light, so pleasant, that others want to stay close? And when you begin asking the right question, the answers start to appear. Small habits, fresh hope, and sometimes even new friends who open up and say, "I've been there too. Here's what helped me." We believe that when you stop hiding in quiet shame and start looking at yourself with gentle awareness, you begin opening a door, not just for yourself, but for others too. If you've made it to the end of this video, maybe it's not just for your own sake. Maybe, just maybe, you'll be the one who helps someone else feel confident again. Someone who didn't even know where to begin. So if you found a tip, a product, a routine, or a healing food that worked for you, in your country, in your life, please share it in the comments below. Because you might be quietly planting a seed of self-worth in someone else's life, helping them take that first step to feel less ashamed and more worthy of love again. You've made it this far, and we're walking this path with you, every step of the way.